Can you believe we're already 3 months into the year? The first quarter is over and it's time for a fresh start, a reset, if you will. Why? Because we're not perfect and we stumble along the way. We set goals and sometimes we fall off track. But what's important is that we get up and start again or keep going until we reach our final destination. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Natalie and welcome back to my channel. And it being the end of the first quarter of the year, let's do a reset together. One thing I told myself at the end of 2024 was that I would never just let another year pass me by again. I am going to be intentional and disciplined all through 2025. So what has happened so far this year? I started the year having traveled to Ghana, started my New Year break there and had a nice leave. It was great to have a calm and quiet start to the year for once, instead of just being always under pressure to do this and to do that. It was very important for me to have a slow start to the year to avoid burning out and crashing out. Towards the end of January, I started getting productive and getting into the swing of things. In February, I relaunched my website. You have seen that, my launched digital planners and my ebook, Studying Medicine Abroad, a step-by-step guide. So February was obviously a very busy month due to the preparations and everything that was going on behind the scenes to get those products ready to launch. In March, I was essentially just trying to stay sane while juggling work and everything else that I do outside of medicine. I had a few speaking engagements which went great, and I'm thrilled to get consistent with my content again. So whenever you do a quarterly or monthly review and research, you need to ask yourself a few questions. What went well this month? Start on a positive note, lest you demoralize yourself even further. What didn't go as planned? This builds awareness because you identify potential key areas that you need to work on or put systems for change. How did you spend your time? What positive habits did you have? What negative habits did you have potentially that potentially held you back? So I do have a spread in my digital planner dedicated to reviewing the month to allow me to reset and refocus properly at the end and beginning of each new month. My digital planner is available on my site and it's on sale right now for only $8.50, so do get that. Based on the answers to the questions that I've just asked, you can actually have a clear picture in your head of what positive habits and things you're doing that you need to continue to do, what habits might be holding you back from reaching your potential, and areas that you need to improve on. This is very important because life and productivity are not about setting goals and then continuing your same lazy habits and indiscipline. To actually reach your goals and improve your life, you need to create better systems. And this is something that happens over time. You don't just wake up one day and you're comfortably a morning person getting 4 to 5 workouts in a week. It takes doing things bit by bit, building new systems, new habit systems with each new day, each new week, and each new month. I love a monthly reset, man. So on my end, what I've done well so far this first quarter is incorporating running into my workouts. Yo, I hated running. You could never tell me anything about running. I just wouldn't want to hear it. And it's actually funny because I used to be an athlete when I was younger and in uni. So anyway, I've been running twice a week this year, and the goal is to get to a point where I'm doing 5 kilometers per run and maybe 1 to 2 runs per week. The goal time is 30 minutes. I started easily though, like slow and easy. I started with 2 kilometers, then increased to 2.5. And if you follow me on Instagram and watch my stories, you will have seen that I'm currently running 3 kilometers in 15 minutes or under. Crazy, right? So going into this new quarter, I have a plan to increase the distance to 4 kilometers probably. And once I'm comfortable with the distance, then I'm going to work on reducing my time. And then I'll increase to 5 kilometers and then reduce the time and so on and so forth. When you set manageable and small targets like this that build up towards the greater goal, it makes it much easier to achieve the big goal. And you guys should really try it. So yeah, I've been running once or twice a week and working out 4 to 5 days a week, and it's going great. Another good habit I've adopted this year is reading. I totally failed at this last year, but I started the year strong, and I'm determined to continue reading a chapter a day to allow me to reach my goal of reading 1 book every month. These are the new habits I can say I've added to my routine that are healthy and different from last year. The others I've kind of just continued from years before. So a bad habit that I have picked up is staying on the phone, like talking on the phone past my bedtime, which to a certain extent I can say was unavoidable because of time differences with me and my friends and my family and my loved ones, right? But I really need to do better at saying goodnight to my people and putting my phone away once the clock hits 8:30 p.m. to allow me to sleep by 9 so I can wake up early the next day, because child, waking up in the morning lately has been a struggle simply because I'm sleeping later than I'm supposed to. So, in terms of mindset and intention, one thing I have successfully done this year is to focus less on motivation, because let's be real, you're not going to be motivated to do anything most of the time. It's your discipline and your consistency that actually yields results, not motivation. Anyway, let's continue with our research, shall we? Now that we've done most of our monthly review, looking at the areas we thrived in and clearly defining the areas we need to work on, we need to start getting organized and prepped for the new month. This month, I need to get my house deep cleaned, clean out my cupboards, declutter, do my groceries, do a pantry restock, and then obviously get into planning for April and the second quarter of the year. So let's start with cleaning the house. As you can hear, the cleaning is ongoing. Right now, they're in the first bedroom and also the guest bathroom, and also cleaning the couches. And I am here sitting in bed because I literally have nowhere else to go. And I've decided to use today to do my planning of my content and just like writing and structuring my videos so that I can batch create them. Because again, if I don't batch create my videos, it is harder for me to stay consistent. And so I guess that's what I'm going to spend the day doing, since I can't go anywhere, I can't leave my house, I can't use the rest of my house. I might as well just be in bed with my laptop and be productive instead of sleeping and lounging around and letting the day go to waste, because I don't know how long it's going to take them. They're doing a very thorough job. I love that for myself. My room is so clean. Like, see how you can't tell the difference between the window and there's a rail there, but it's so clean. Let's go closer. So there's actually a rail here, you see. It's so clean that you actually can't tell. I have never seen this side of the house this sparkling. Like, I never walk out here barefooted because it's never been this clean. So yeah, I love this for myself. This is my balcony. I don't think I've ever showed you guys my house, but I have 2 balconies in my house. This is the one I use for stuff I don't want seen, like laundry obviously goes here, as you can see with the rag. Cleaning also goes on that side. Kitchen is also very clean. I think the only thing they struggled with was removing this from the stove, but it's okay, I don't mind it. I like that they cleaned in between the stove. Like, this area here was so dirty. All the cupboards have been cleaned, everything is clean. I just have to put everything back in order because, as you can see, they have yeah, they distorted the order of things, but that's okay. I don't mind putting things back in order. That's perfectly fine with me, and just putting everything back where it belongs. So that's what I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing, and then tomorrow we'll pick it up with grocery shopping and all of that. There's just something so rewarding and inspiring about having a clean space. My house is usually tidy all the time, but I'm sometimes just too tired and drained to do the deep cleaning, like cupboards, rails, balconies, and all of that. So it was really important for me to have my house professionally cleaned. My house is super clean and I feel inspired to work hard. Also, you guys should really consider what I said about buying your time back earlier. It's been an absolute game changer for me. Now that my space is clean, let's go and get some groceries. I never head out to do grocery shopping without a list, not because I'll forget what I want to buy, but because I don't want to buy things that I know I won't be using that particular month. So I hate going out to the shops regularly, and as such, I will typically buy all my non-perishables and whatever I can in bulk, things like milk, cereal, grains, and all of that. Even meat, to be honest. I typically buy enough meat for the month and repackage it into portions that I will cook each day, and everything else gets frozen and stored away. Once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'll do a market run on the weekend and get fresh vegetables and fruit. This allows me to run my kitchen smoothly and stress free. I'd hate to have to pass by somewhere after work to get something because it ran out. The system of buying in bulk and buying what I need allows me to ensure that I don't end up running out of things and I don't end up with things rotting away in my pantry that aren't being used.
Lavish life, yeah. I'm taking pictures on a plane. Lavish life, I exercise. Secure the bag, I need a bank. I'm catching flights, don't get mad. Yeah, get out of the way, don't get hit. All the waves, I'm surfing on tidal waves. Yeah, tidal waves. I got my eyes on the prize.
Done with my quick grocery run. This is from the market, this is from Shoppers. Market, Shoppers, also Shoppers. And this is Home City. So this has a very interesting story. This is not actually the one that I intended to put here, but the one I actually bought for this place broke like within the first 2 days of putting it here because of the strong winds that come from this window. Wow, this window is really clean. Like, anyway, so yeah, I digress. So the second one, this one, also broke, and this was actually much stronger than the first one, but it still cracked after a day of intense winds, and I just didn't replace it. It's been like that literally for like 3 months, but I think I am ready to. I think I was tired of seeing it look like that, so I got this one to replace it.
Life I deserve and better days. It's another way of living. Everything good, type of living. Yeah, I got my status going up. This a fact. Nothing ever coming easy. I pay my price. I made mistakes in the past. I'm trying to make amends right now. Yeah, hater, if I made you cry, I promise I'ma do it all over again. Taking pictures on a plane. Lavish life, I exercise. Secure the bag, I need a bank. I'm catching flights, don't get mad. Yeah, I'm taking pictures on a plane. Lavish life, I exercise. Secure the bag, I need a bank. I'm catching flights, don't get mad. Yeah, this another way of living. Everything good, type of living. Yeah, got my status going up. That's a fact. Nothing ever coming easy. I pay my price. Get out of the way, don't get hit. All the waves, I'm surfing on tidal waves. Yeah, tidal waves. I got my eyes on the prize in the race. More life I deserve and better days. I'm taking pictures on a plane. Lavish life, I exercise. Secure the bag, I need a bank. I'm catching flights, don't get mad. Yeah, it's another way of living. Everything good, type of living. Yeah, got my status going up. It's a fact. Nothing ever coming easy. I pay my price. I did it.
So one major area of life that I needed to urgently get control over is my finances. You guys would have seen me using a cash stuffing system years ago, but I think I need to get into that system again because I find it leads me to spend less. I hate keeping cash on me, but having multiple mobile banking options obviously leads to more spending. If you have already dedicated 100K or whatever amount to grocery shopping and you've withdrawn it already, you're unlikely to spend an additional 50K on groceries that you don't need. So, when planning for your month, you obviously want to start with an overview and general outlook of what you're working towards for that month. Is there anything special happening in April or whatever month it is that you're planning for? Like I said earlier, with the example I gave about my running progress, life and other goals work the same way. You have a big goal, you set smaller attainable targets, and you work towards those. Each month, you need to set your focus, your priorities for the month. What are you waking up to do and working towards each day? Please don't be that person who just wakes up every day with no plan in mind, nothing, just vibes and doing whatever you feel like doing. We are grown. Let's tackle our days with intention and build discipline. It's so important to have a monthly routine and a monthly habit tracker spread in your planner. Why? Because these allow you to create habits and a system that pushes you to your goal, literally, whether you like it or not. Because of the systems you put in place, you'll be forced to achieve your goal. I always say this, setting a goal is not enough. You need to have a system to track your progress and keep yourself accountable daily. Since the month is also falling at the beginning of the week, I will go ahead and do my weekly planning, meal planning, prepping, and all of that. If you would like to see how I plan for the week, do let me know and I will be sure to film that. So my digital planner allows me to plan and focus on the important areas of my life and stay organized without the overwhelming feeling of doing it. It was really important for me when creating my planners to make them super functional but super simple and minimalistic too. They are the perfect tool for beginners in planning. People who just want to become more organized and get their life together without the stress of it all. My planners also have journaling aspects to make you more intentional and dig deep and force you to elevate your life and thrive. I currently have them on sale as it is the end of the quarter. The full planner is going for $8.50 and the productivity bundle, which is the compact version, is only $4.99. So get yours now. So now that we've done our reflecting and organizing and planning, it's time to unwind and get comfortable, do some resting and self-care so we can feel good as we enter the new month and the new quarter. Unwinding for me is taking a nice shower, perhaps a trip to the spa, or just sitting at home reading a book, watching TV, something light-hearted. So, my loves, as you can see, quarter is a reminder that we're not stuck. We can reset, realign, and restart our lives to move forward with intention. Whatever happened in the first quarter of the year, take lessons and leave the rest. Step into this next quarter and season with clarity and purpose. Would you believe me if I told you guys that I only planned my year properly in March? You can start at any time. Get your planner and start living your life intentionally to achieve your goals. Make your 2025 different, you guys. The second quarter that we're stepping into is a fresh start, a chance to redefine and refine your habits, set new goals, and create the life that you truly want. Small, consistent steps lead to big changes. So make these next few months of the year count. As we come to the end of our reset video, remember that your future is shaped by what you do today and not what you didn't do yesterday. So take a deep breath, relax, set your intentions, and move forward with confidence. This next quarter is yours to create. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like so I know you did. Comment below what you loved about it and let me know what videos you'd like to see from me going forward in the future. Check my website link in the description box to get your planners. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Have a blessed and productive new quarter. Love you guys.